Welcome back to our channel, where today we pay homage to distinguished individuals whose journeys have come to an end but whose legacies live on. These remarkable people have left indelible marks on our lives through their significant contributions across various fields. As we recount their impactful stories, we invite you to join us in honoring their memories. Please show your support by liking and sharing this video as a tribute to their enduring spirits. Let's start this solemn remembrance together. Number 1. Nick Gravenites, whose soulful voice and masterful songwriting shaped the San Francisco blues and rock scene, left an enduring legacy through his music, mentorship, and contributions to the genre. Born on October 2, 1938, in Chicago, Illinois, Gravenites grew up in a city steeped in blues tradition, which profoundly influenced his artistic direction. By the mid-1950s, he began performing in the vibrant South Side clubs of Chicago, laying the foundation for a career that would soon take him to the heart of San Francisco's psychedelic music scene in the 1960s. His collaborations with artists like Mike Bloomfield, Janis Joplin, and the Electric Flag showcased his wide-ranging talents as a singer, guitarist, songwriter, and producer. Gravenites was known not only for his performances but for his songwriting prowess. His iconic track, Born in Chicago, recorded by the Paul Butterfield Blues Band, became a blues standard, covered by many artists, and eventually earning a place in the Blues Hall of Fame in 2003. His influence crossed over into rock, where he produced Brewer and Shipley's hit song, further highlighting his versatility in blending genres. Beyond his musical achievements, Gravenites was deeply committed to preserving and promoting the blues legacy. He was involved in educational efforts and participated in documentary films like Born in Chicago, which captured the essence of the city's blues scene and its impact on modern music. His close relationships with blues legends positioned him as a crucial figure in connecting generations of musicians and audiences to the rich history of the blues. Nick Gravenites passed away at the age of 86 after a period of declining health. His influence on music and culture, both as an artist and a mentor, leaves a lasting imprint. His songs, collaborations, and efforts to preserve the blues tradition have inspired countless musicians, ensuring that his legacy will endure for generations. Tributes to Nick Gravenites pour in, celebrating a life lived in service to music and the creative spirit. Please start this solemn remembrance together. Number 2. Steve Reich, born on October 3, 1936, in New York City, was an influential American composer renowned for his pioneering work in minimalism and modern classical music. His innovative compositions, characterized by repetitive patterns, phasing techniques, and rhythmic complexity, helped shape contemporary music in the latter half of the 20th century. Reich's work transcended traditional boundaries, influencing not only the world of classical music, but also genres like electronic, jazz, and popular music. His bold experimentation with tape loops, voice recordings, and live instrumentation brought a fresh and revolutionary sound to the music scene. Reich's early education included studying philosophy at Cornell University and composition at Juilliard School, but it was his exposure to African drumming and Balinese gamelan that deeply impacted his work. These influences, combined with his interest in Western classical music, created a unique synthesis in pieces such as Drumming, 1971, and Music for 18 Musicians, 1976, which are now regarded as groundbreaking works in minimalist music. His phasing technique, where the same musical phrase is played on two instruments at slightly different tempos, became a hallmark of his style, exemplified in compositions like Piano Phase and It's Gonna Rain. Throughout his career, Reich received numerous accolades, including the Pulitzer Prize for Music in 2009 for his piece Double Sextet. Beyond his impact as a composer, Reich was a dedicated educator, sharing his knowledge and passion with students and peers. He remained active in the music community, continuously evolving his style while staying true to the minimalist principles that defined his early work. Steve Reich passed away at the age of 87, leaving behind a legacy of innovation and profound influence in modern music. His contributions to the world of composition will continue to inspire and shape musicians for generations to come. Number 3. Juan Brujo, born on March 31, 1963, in Los Angeles, California, was a towering figure in the metal music scene and an influential voice for the Hispanic community. As the frontman and co-founder of Brujeria, a band known for its bold blend of grindcore and death metal sung entirely in Spanish, Juan's vision and leadership helped carve a distinctive niche in the global music landscape. Formed in 1989, Brujeria was not just a band, but a movement. Its fierce sound and politically charged lyrics resonated deeply with Hispanic audiences, creating a platform for the expression of cultural pride and social commentary. Juan's lyrics, often addressing issues such as immigration, corruption, and social injustice, turned Brujeria's music into a powerful protest against systemic oppression. Songs like Matando Güeros and La Ley de Plomo were filled with raw energy and defiance, and they quickly became anthems for those who felt marginalized. Under Juan's guidance, the band gained global recognition and their music crossed borders, inspiring fans from all walks of life with their unapologetic and fearless approach. In 2023, Brujeria released Esto es Brujeria, their fifth studio album, further cementing Juan's legacy as a musician and activist. Tragically, on September 16, 2024, while taking a break from the band's Mexorcista tour in St. Clairsville, Ohio, Juan suffered a fatal heart attack at the age of 61. Despite efforts to save him, the music world lost one of its most courageous and influential voices. Beyond the stage, Juan was known for his warmth and generosity, and he is survived by his family and bandmates who will continue to honor his legacy. His life and work stand as a testament to the power of music to inspire, uplift, and provoke change, and his fearless spirit will continue to influence generations to come. Tributes to Juan Brujo have poured in from across the world, celebrating his life, his music, and his unyielding dedication to speaking truth to power. Number 4. Alexander Medved, the legendary Soviet freestyle wrestler, passed away on Wednesday, September 4th, at the age of 86, leaving behind a legacy that will forever be etched in the history of wrestling. The news of his death, confirmed by TMZ, did not reveal the cause. Known as one of the most successful freestyle wrestlers of all time, Medved dominated the sport with an unprecedented 10 gold medals across the Olympics and World Championships. His journey in international wrestling began in 1961, where he secured a bronze medal in the 87 kg category at the World Championships. A year later, Medved transitioned to the 97 kg category and claimed the first of his many gold medals. Over the next decade, despite often being considered smaller than his competitors in the plus 100 kg division, Medved consistently overpowered his opponents, securing gold medals in every world championship from 1962 to 1971, except for 1965 when he took home silver. His illustrious career also included Olympic victories, earning him a reputation as a trailblazer in freestyle wrestling. Medved's dominance in the sport was marked by his ability to outthink and outmaneuver much larger opponents. After retiring in 1972, Medved continued to shape the world of wrestling as a coach and mentor. His influence extended beyond the Soviet Union, later impacting Belarusian wrestling, where he trained and inspired a new generation of athletes. Alexander Medved's contributions to the sport, both as a competitor and mentor, are immeasurable. His tenacity, discipline, and excellence made him an inspiration to countless wrestlers, and his legacy will continue to motivate future athletes. The wrestling world mourns his loss, but his spirit and influence will endure. Our heartfelt condolences go out to his family, friends, and the entire wrestling community as they reflect on the life of a true champion. Alexander Medved will forever be remembered as one of the greatest to ever grace the sport. Number 5. The music world mourns the loss of Pat Lewis, an American singer whose soulful voice and incredible talent left an indelible mark on the industry. Lewis passed away on Tuesday, September 3rd, at the age of 76, as confirmed by her publicist through her official social media channels. Born in Pennsylvania, Lewis and her family moved to Detroit in the early 1950s, a city that would become the foundation of her rise in the music world. Though she enjoyed a solo career, it was her work as a backing vocalist that cemented her legendary status. Lewis was an integral part of Motown Records in the late 1960s, lending her powerful voice to support iconic artists like Stevie Wonder. Her association with Motown opened the door to new opportunities, and by the 1970s she had become a key member of Isaac Hayes' renowned backing ensemble, helping to shape the sound of soul music during its golden era. In the early 1960s, Lewis co-founded the vocal quartet The Adorables, recording briefly with Golden World Records. In 1966, she ventured into a solo career and released the track Can't Shake It Loose, which gained modest success but solidified her presence in the soul and rhythm and blues genres. Though she found her biggest recognition as a background vocalist, her solo work revealed her versatility and passion for music. In the 1980s, Lewis continued to embrace her roots in soul music by collaborating with British producer Ian Levine under the Motor City Records label. It is with heavy hearts that we bid farewell to Pat Lewis, whose artistry and voice helped shape the sound of an era. Her contribution to music will never be forgotten, and her songs will forever echo the passion and soul she poured into them. Her legacy will continue to resonate, touching hearts for generations to come.